Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's March favorites. I cannot believe that January just dragged on and February just dragged on even though it was a short month, but then March, so fast. At least that's how it felt for me. We're at the end of March, which means it's time for me to share my favorites, and I have some good ones. This is a month I'm very excited about sharing with you guys, and some of these products I love so much that when I looked through my list, like I keep a list on my phone and I just add to it throughout the month as I think like, wow, I really love this thing. And so some of these items I actually had accidentally put on there twice, which I feel like shows you how much I liked them. So let's just get into it. I want to start with some skincare things. Last month, I believe I mentioned, and I definitely mentioned it in my empties video too, that after I got my hair done, I had really bad dryness all in my hairline. Almost nothing would cover it up. The It Cosmetics CC cream was the closest thing because it is so moussey. And it was a multitude of things that caused it. It was like getting my hair done with bleach right down to my roots. And then it was shampoo and conditioner I was using, and I think that a cleanser I was using was also contributing to it. So finally this month I said, I'm done. I need to just start from bare bones and try things that I know are really hydrating, or go back to things I know are really hydrating to get rid of this issue. And it has completely gotten rid of the issue. So I am so excited. Let's start with this, which I'm not sure if this has ever been in a favorites video. It might have been. It's the CeraVe Facial Cleanser for normal to dry skin. I know I've tried this before, and that's why I repurchased it, but I thought that I liked the Cetaphil better, and I do really like the Cetaphil, but I felt like I needed something even more hydrating, and I remembered how hydrating this was. So I repurchased this, and when I tell you guys that in one day, this made a huge difference. I stopped using a salicylic acid cleanser that I was using, which I didn't think would be a problem for me. It's literally from the same brand too, but somehow my skin just did not like it, and at the hairline it just was so dry. So I went to this, and like I said, within one day between this and another product that I used, it completely got rid of it. Like within one day it was significantly better, and I'd say within a week it completely went away. So if you have never tried this and you struggle with dry skin, this is amazing, and it's from the drugstore. I'll have my Target creator page linked down below because I am part of the Target creators program now, and most of what I buy is from Target, so you can see this on there. It's amazing. The other thing with that one that totally got rid of all that dryness was the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Cream. I am almost positive that this has been in a favorites video before. This is amazing. I have very sensitive skin. It's interesting because it kind of has a gel consistency a little bit, but I can feel some people like already resisting. It's almost like a hybrid between a gel and a true cream. Normally I like really thick moisturizers, especially for nighttime. This one I wouldn't say is a super thick moisturizer, but it doesn't need to be because it is just so hydrating. I've been using this to get rid of that issue at night and in the morning. It looks amazing under makeup. It's amazing at night. This is what it looks like inside. You guys know I have really bad contact dermatitis on my hands. I hardly ever show it, but you can kind of see it there. This stuff, even on my hands, works wonders. It's amazing. My skin, especially like this, really flares up when I'm putting on makeup. There's just different things. Like the doctor told me that stress causes it to flare, and it doesn't have to be like stress in your mind, it can be, but even just like using your hand for something can cause it to flare. And so when I'm putting on makeup in the morning, it tends to flare because I'm using my hands to put on makeup. And I use this first, and maybe halfway through, it's amazing. It's so good. If you haven't tried it, I think they even sell like a 2-pack at Costco. That when I run out of this, I'll probably buy the 2-pack because that's how much I love it. And I know I tried it before and I really liked it, but now that I've been dealing with dry skin, I just love it on a whole different level. It is awesome. Okay, I have one more skincare product, but it is unrelated to the dryness. Those I would say are the two things that really helped with that. This is just a skincare product that I've been loving. It's the Naturium Vitamin C Complex Serum, and I know that this has been viral for a long time, but I finally found a travel size so that I could just try it at Target, and it's amazing. I've been using one from, gosh, I can't even remember the name of it right now. I have another one I'm also using that I also really, really like, but I don't like it as much as this one. I love this one. And you know what I love about it is it works really well for one thing. I see a visible difference in my skin when I use this. It just looks a little bit more clear. I have a lot of like hyperpigmentation and a little bit of discoloration from when I had cystic acne, and I see a difference when I use this. I will say, this reminds me, this is probably the closest formula I've ever used to the Drunk Elephant C Firma, which I love that, but it is so freaking expensive. And actually they kind of changed the formula to make it so you could add the vitamin C into it. And it's supposed to keep it more fresh, but it feels like a different formula to me. So I would say the old formula of the C Firma is what this reminds me of, except it doesn't have the color because that one has pumpkin in it too. This one doesn't, so it doesn't have that orangey color. At least I'm assuming that's what the color's from. It's just more of a clear, but it is amazing. I seriously love it. But in the texture of it, this is maybe a little bit thinner than that one, but it is definitely the closest I've ever used to like the difference that I see in my skin and the consistency of it. Because the other vitamin C serum I'm using is a lot more watery. I like them when they're a little bit thicker. My next two are makeup brushes, and I have to preface this part because I do want to let you know that Sigma sent these to me. I am a Sigma ambassador, so every month they send me a few products and I make content for them. Most of it is just uploaded to their website for them to use. There's only one video that I am obligated to post with our agreement, but they're shorts. This is in no way one of those videos. I just genuinely really love these and felt like I wanted to mention them. Let's talk about this one first. So when I first tried this, I tried it for foundation, and it works well enough for foundation. It's good. But what I've loved using this for is actually for cream contour. The shape of it is kind of interesting. Notice how it's almost like pointed up here. It's almost pointed on both sides, but one seems like it's higher than the other. It's really perfect for like the contour of your cheeks. So this is awesome for blending out contour. I have been loving it. I used to use my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and I still love that brush, don't get me wrong. It's awesome. It's a great alternative if you don't have the money for this one, but I think I like this one a little bit more because you can get a little bit more precise with your contour. That one's a little bit fluffier and spread out, so you have to be a little bit more careful about blending. But this one, because of the way it's shaped and it's a little bit more narrow than that one, it really works well for contour. So I wanted to mention this brush. I really love it. They did send it to me, but I'm not obligated to say this to you. I just genuinely love this. And the other one is also a Sigma brush because again, they sent it to me, and so I've been trying a lot of stuff from Sigma lately, but I genuinely love this. I would say I love this one even more than that one. This is their 4D HD Kabuki brush. This one was their 3D HD Kabuki. This one's the 4D HD, and it's shaped like a pyramid. And the cool thing about it is it's the first brush I've ever used for blending out concealer that does not poke my under eyes. I've tried a lot of brushes. I just don't feel like I get the best coverage with concealer with a sponge. I like to use it as like a finisher, but not to actually blend out the product. So I would say for the last year, I've been on a hunt for a good concealer brush. And I tried this one because they sent it to me, and it does not poke my under eyes at all. But the cool thing is you can flip it over and use a different side to set it with powder. It is so cool. When I'm getting ready in the morning, I feel like it saves me time because I don't have to grab for like a puff and everything and use a separate product. I can just literally flip it over, put it in the powder, and then set it, and I'm good to go. It looks really beautiful too when I do it that way. This would be an amazing product for traveling because you can use it for multiple purposes. And I haven't really used it to try to set the T-zone because I just thought of it just as I was saying this, but you could probably also use it to set the T-zone, and that would be really nice too, and it would also save you more time. So I really love this brush. This one, I'm like, this is so innovative, and I can't believe someone thought of this. It is genius. So again, they sent it to me. I am in no way obligated to tell you about this brush right now in this video at all. So the Ulta in my Target opened, which I am so excited about. And I went and I was like, okay, I have to buy something. I came all the way here. It's not super close to my house. I'd say it's like close to an hour away from my house, but hey, it's a lot closer than having to order it. I got a foundation that I used a couple years ago now that I really, really liked and I kind of forgot about. It's the Tarte Amazonian Clay 16-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. This is awesome. I'm not wearing it right now because I was using it so much I was like, I need to use something else. But I have been loving this for work because it lasts such a long time. It's very full coverage though, so just know that if you don't like that. I'm sure you could like use only a little bit and use a fluffier brush to shear it out instead of one that's more compact and is gonna make it more full coverage. But I love this. I like a little bit more coverage. It looks light. I have the shade 20N Light Neutral, but actually when it's all blended out, because my neck is so fair, it actually works really well for me. But look how full coverage that is. It's beautiful and it lasts forever. And what I like about this is, so on Wednesdays, I work all day. I'm a teacher, middle school teacher. And after teaching is done, we have meetings a lot of the time till 4 o'clock. So from like 1 to 4, we have meetings. Then from about 6 until maybe 8:30 or 9, I go and I help my husband with catering. So it's a very, very long day. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. So it's on for well over 12 hours. And this looks really great at the end of the day. One thing I'll say about this is you almost have to be patient with it because when you first put it on, and I remembered this about it too from before, it doesn't look amazing when you first put it on, but it's something about when it warms up to your face, it looks just flawless and beautiful. But you have to kind of give it a few minutes. And I think this is one that looks amazing when all the rest of your products are blended on top of it too. I don't know how great it would look if you just had this on and nothing else. I would probably reach for something with less coverage, but definitely like with everything blended out on your face, give it a few minutes. And this looks awesome, and you check on it throughout the day. I just get creasing with every foundation, so I might have to, before I go to catering, take a sponge and quickly just like press out the little lines I might get, but after I do that, I'm good. Highly recommend this if you like a little bit more full coverage, if you like a more matte foundation. It's really beautiful. And I feel like a little bit goes a long way, so it'll probably last you a long time because obviously it's higher end, it's pricier, but it will last you a longer time. Okay. This next one, it might be my favorite of the ones I'm sharing, which is crazy because it's been around forever. It's the Stila Convertible Color in the shade Lillium. Again, I got this from the Ulta in my Target the same time I got the Tarte foundation. And this is like a cult product that people have loved for a long time. I feel like I've heard it was one of the first like cream blushes. I know Jessica Braun really loves it. It's one I've wanted to try for a long time, but when I'm making an order, I'm usually like, how badly do I really want it though? Do I want to spend the money on that? So when I saw it in the Ulta, I was like, okay, now I finally have to buy it, right? And the interesting thing about this is that when you swatch it, like if you swatch it on your hand, the swatch doesn't look that great. I'm like, am I gonna want something that cool toned on my cheeks? It almost looks like it could be a little bit patchy. No, you guys, it's what I'm wearing today. Is it not one of the prettiest blushes you've ever seen? It's gorgeous. So the brush I like to use with this one, not Sigma, is the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush on this end. It's a little bit more dense. And I honestly just kind of go to town on here with it. And then I go like this and it just looks beautiful. And then if you put highlight on top of it too, the glow, it is so stinking pretty. I cannot believe that I have gone so long in my makeup life without using this. I think Jessica Braun even said like part of why she bought it is because they supposedly used it on the first season of Bridgerton on the main character whose name is escaping me, Daphne, right? Daphne? Is that her name? I forget. I haven't seen the first season in a long time. But this is beautiful. If you've always kind of been like, maybe, do it. You will not be disappointed. It is so freaking pretty. And it does kind of wear off throughout the day, but not so much that it's not there. Like it's just still looks beautiful by the end of the day. That's just something to note, but it is gorgeous. I love it. Gel nail polish. And the funny thing is I'm not actually wearing any gel polish today. I took it off because I'm going to be changing my nail polish color for Easter. It's Easter when I'm filming this, but I have been so into gel nail polish. It is crazy. It lasts for a really long time. It looks beautiful. I've been doing it just at home and I got a, do they call it a curing machine? I keep calling it that, but I'm not sure if that's actually what they call it. The light to like make it go on. I got it off of Amazon and it works really well. And I got this set from Amazon and it was cheap. It was like $20 or $30 and it seems like they have sales on them all the time. This is the Model Ones. I think it's Model Ones is what you say, Model Loans. I'm assuming it's Model Ones. And this little set has so many neutral colors and some sparklier colors too. The quality is really good. It'll last for like 2 weeks and I really like it. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. Some of you who really love nail polish are going to cringe and hate me, so you might wanna skip ahead. As I said earlier in the video, I have really bad contact dermatitis. You can imagine that using nail polish remover on my hand makes it flare, obviously, right? What I like about gel nail polish is that it's easier to peel off. I know it's really bad for your nails, but it's my nails or my hands, you guys. That's what I'm saying. Or just not use nail polish, but I like using nail polish, you know? After a week or two, whenever I want to take it off, I just like peel it off, and most of it, okay, if I waited 1 week, it's not going to peel off that easily, but if I wait like 2 weeks, it'll peel off fairly well altogether instead of being really hard. You couldn't really do that with a regular nail polish, you know what I mean? But with gel, you can. So I like gel nail polish because you can peel it off and I don't have to use acetone or nail polish remover. And then I just apply another one and then I just keep doing the same thing. It is not good for your nails. I know that, but as someone that really, really struggles with the skin irritation, it really helps to be able to do that instead of having to use nail polish remover. So if you deal with skin dryness and you never thought about using gel nail polish that you can just peel off, you probably shouldn't do it, but I do it. Okay, the rest are all lifestyle things, which I feel like I haven't mentioned lifestyle things in a bit on here, but I do have some things that I have been loving this month. First one's right here, so I might as well use it. Favorite day sodas. If you've ever tried the Zevia sodas that are supposed to be dupes for like real soda, but they use stevia in it instead to sweeten it, this is like that. So it's 0 calories, 0 grams of sugar, made with natural flavors, no artificial sweeteners. This one is caffeine free. Some of them have caffeine, but it's flavored with stevia leaf extract, basically. This is my favorite flavor that I've tried. It's their cheery cherry lime. And the funny thing is this one, I can't really tell what the dupe is supposed to be for. I'm like, is it just supposed to be like cherry Coke? Or I don't know, maybe this is just their own and it's not supposed to be duping. This is so, so good. It's so good, you guys. It tastes like real soda. I mean, it is still kind of soda, but it's a lot healthier for you than regular soda. And it's just delicious. If you pour this out, this is closed and it's cold, so I don't want to open it right now, but it's kind of a pink color and it's so good, you guys. Like, so good. I have been trying to really cut back on soda, and so I've been trying to find some alternatives, and this is awesome. The only unfortunate thing, which maybe is not that unfortunate, is you get them at Target. It's Target's brand, but they only come in like a 6-pack instead of a 12-pack, which would be nice. But they do have sales on them all the time. It's been like 2 for $10 at Target for the last few weeks. I love this. This is not sponsored by Target, by the way. I keep mentioning Target. This is what I'm saying. I buy everything from Target. That's why me being a Target creator just makes sense. And it's not me working for them. It's literally just that if you buy through my Target links, I'll get an affiliate kind of like commission, but straight from Target instead of from like a third party or like an affiliate website or something, which I usually do. So anyway, I love this. If you've not tried it, you have to try it. I might drink this after the video because it is so good. Another thing that you drink, Liquid IV, which I've loved Liquid IV for a long time. This is their energy multiplier. Again, I gave up soda. I usually get my caffeine from soda. This actually makes me feel more awake. 2 different ways I use this. I'll either drink it on an entire Stanley before I leave for work as my caffeine for the day. This is 100 milligrams of caffeine. And it really does help. It's like the same as a cup of coffee. Or I like to put this in a Stanley and drink it throughout the day, and then you're kind of constantly getting some of that caffeine. The only thing I warn against with that is some of my research says that the caffeine might offset the actual hydration part a little bit, so you might want to make sure you're also drinking water without this in it, which is why I've kind of moved to just drinking a big Stanley of it in the morning and then moving on you know, to just water in my Stanley for the rest of the day. So I really, really love this. This is fantastic. And I wondered if it was just like a mental thing. Like, do I just think that this is helping? But I asked my best friend, like, have you ever tried the energy ones? And she said, yes, they help me so much. They give me more energy than like actual coffee or soda. And I'm like, yes. I mean, soda has a really small amount of caffeine compared to coffee, but you know what I mean. To me, this really works. And I like the flavor. To me, it's very pineapple-y, but I like pineapple. And it kind of reminds me of like a Mai Tai and how a Mai Tai kind of tastes without the rum. It's really good. I really, really like it. Okay, last but not least, you've already seen my Stanley, but it's what's on my Stanley. So I have known about the website Redbubble for years, and when I was in college, I bought some stickers from them back when I used a hydro flask to decorate my Stanley, but they've really expanded. Like, it's literally been probably 8 or 9 years since I've ordered from them. And for some reason, I just was like, I want a bunch of cool things on my Stanley that I love to represent things I love because I'm a nerd. I got so many stickers, and they do sales. The more stickers you buy, the more percentage they tend to take off. So I got all of these stickers for like $25. It was like less than $30. It was really good. So I'll show them to you just because it's fun for me. So I love Bewitched. Bewitched is one of my comfort shows. And so I got little Samantha on the broom that's in the opening credits. I have the Taylor Swift Lover House with all her different eras in it. I have Stars Hollow because I'm a big Gilmore Girls fan. A MAC lipstick for obvious reasons. This is my favorite podcast. It's the Disorder podcast, and so I bought one of their stickers just to like support them. And I got Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which is another one of my comfort shows. If you look over here, I'm a big fan of the show Rain. I've talked about that before on here. And this cute sticker was like some of her most iconic outfits from the show. And I thought that was super cute, so I put those on there. And then on the bottom, I have some mini ears because I'm a big Disney person. I have this, I thought this was really cute. Pick a Little, Talk a Little, Pick a Little, Talk a Little. Music Man is one of my favorite musicals, and I played Ethel Toffelmeyer and a Pick a Little lady in the show where we had to sing a very, very fast song called Pick a Little. And so I like that just to remind me of it. And then this is one of my favorite stickers. I have one from White Christmas when they're sitting on the train in the dining car and they're singing like snow, 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 snow. So I like that too because it kind of brings some Christmas cheer all year round too. And honestly, I feel like it makes me want to drink more water because I see this and I just get so excited to use it. You know what I mean? It's very nerdy, it's very fangirly, but I like it. So that is everything I have for you guys this month. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I shared some kind of different things with you guys this time. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.